High-ranking U.S. intelligence officials are getting grilled by members of Congress after a journalist was included in a group chat on battle plans to bomb Houthi rebels in Yemen. The Defense Secretary and others were using Signal. To talk more, let's bring in Ritesh Kotek, cybersecurity and tech analyst. Hi there, Ritesh.
Hello.
What is Signal, the chat app used by U.S. officials to share attack plans?
So a lot of us are used to using these popular messaging apps or texting our friends and family. Well, Signal kind of does the same thing, but there's a level of anonymity attached to it. It literally encrypts the traffic back and forth. Thus, if the app is actually compromised in any way, there's a possibility that hackers don't actually get the information. The other component of this is that when it is done anonymously and when it's encrypted, you're also able to further A, hide your identity, and B, make sure that nobody really gets access to your messages. So secure communication.
So is it actually secure and anonymous to use Signal or similar apps?
So a lot of people do believe that it is 100% secure. There's no such thing as 100% secure. Government applications they have a lot of resources that get put into them. But when it comes to apps like Signal, we have seen, and with other popular secure messaging apps, we have seen breaches. We have seen information that's been essentially compromised. And there's also another component that is forensic data. Just because you send information using the app, it does not mean that it could potentially be forensically recovered by a forensic scientist who knows what they're doing. So nothing is 100% secure.
Elon Musk, President Trump's biggest donor, thinks robots are a $10 trillion business, but he's got some competition from China, doesn't he?
Absolutely, he does. And just like what we're seeing with artificial intelligence, the U.S. has definitely been putting a lot of resources into robotics and autonomous robots. Tesla creating the humanoid is a popular example. There's other startups as well, but so is China. And in fact, in China, the applications, the hardware is significantly cheaper. And this is the new robot wars. Like this is the race. And it's going to be very interesting to see, given the geopolitical situation, who's actually going to come out on top in the race for robots, because this is the future of manufacturing. This is definitely going to be the future of a lot of applications, and that's the implementation of these types of technologies. And right now, there's a race between China and the United States.
You bring up a good point. Who will win, U.S. or China, in this new race for robotic dominance?
Your guess is as good as mine. Clearly, one of the big advantages the U.S. has is they've invested a lot of money. They do have prototypes currently, but China's catching up, and they've been dominating this area when it comes to manufacturing robots. So this is a race, and it's only in its infancy.
Ritesh, we aired this story on CTV about its demise. What happens to your DNA data now that 23andMe has filed for bankruptcy?
So many things can happen. First of all, they're going to most likely sell the company or sell the data. So there's a good chance that your data might go into the hands of a third party that you might have not consented to. You consent to 23andMe, but are you okay with it going to some other company? Where's that company actually going to be located? Could your DNA actually be sent overseas? So that is what is a big issue right now that's kind of being sorted out. Clearly, when you're in the midst of a bankruptcy, privacy seems to be taking a back seat. But I always tell individuals, very important, if you are concerned about it, go in, download your data, and then delete your account. There's still a chance that your data might still be out there, but at least you'll be rest assured that the bulk of the data that is being housed by 23andMe does get deleted.
Good advice, Ritesh. You gave us plenty to think about. Thanks again for your time.
Thank you so much for having me.
Ritesh Kotek was our guest, and to see more of our Tech Talk series, don't forget, head to our website, ctvnewsnorthernontario.ca.